A kiddly-divey too, wouldn't you? Oh, maresy dotes and little lambsy divey, a kiddly-divey too, wouldn't you? Now if the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit tumble and jivey, say mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I know you've all missed me for these past few months, but I'm finally back from the cigarette store. Jess is dancing emphatically. It's a good thing I've tilted my camera so I don't have to have that in my peripheral vision anymore. But how's it going, everybody? A long time no see. For some of you, anyway. I'm doing great. Thanks to all the wrenches for being here. Appreciate you guys. Oakvale, always a pleasure. Andrew, let's see, man, it's a who's who, it's a veritable who's who of people that were originally a part of these streams, and I want to see how many viewers do I got right now. Let me see here. Oh, it doesn't show on the YouTube app, but I'm assuming, what was it, like 40 last time I checked? That's the way it's meant to be. That's as God intended. And oh yeah, I guess this is a haircut reveal too. I cut my hair, so that's gone now. And no, same setup as before. The only difference is the coat rack. I just moved it out of the way because it's kind of unsightly there. Oakvale Yokel 1999 Cheesy Bread Fund, aka Fable Fund. Thank you so much, Oakvale. I'll put it with the remaining. I don't know what we're at for Fable now. $250. I think we agreed to stop keeping count last time, but. In any case, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the ceramic cup that you sent along with those Fable strategy guides. I particularly when I'm drinking like apple cider, I get a lot of use out of that. So thank you very much. Appreciate that, Oakvale. Hi from Illinois. Hey, I got an uncle in Illinois. So that's a useless fact that nobody gains anything from knowing, but cheers. Welcome here, James. And everybody else who I haven't addressed. I guess, you know, no time like the present to get into some some Thief 2 the Metal Age, real fans will know that I actually probably spent about an hour and a half in this first level live streamed one time before because I couldn't find, like, I was just short of the amount of treasure you need to beat the level. But this time I'm thinking I'm gonna be real thorough. I've got a game plan. I'm prepared, okay? So it's gonna go a lot better. It's gonna be a lot smoother. We're gonna get through this first tutorial area like never before. And for those who have not played Thief and are just here for good times and positive energies, it's a stealth game that is, in my opinion, second to none. The first one, I believe, came out the same year as Metal Gear Solid. Never got the recognition it deserved. It's such a great series. But I'll go ahead and let this introduction speak for itself.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught.
The famous
Both
Stephen
get in
Russell,
the way of my
everybody.
Money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine,
Let me know how
Basso,
volume
the
mixing
boxman,
is, by the way.
wants to marry Lady Rumford's
Please and thank you.
chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for
All right,
thievery.
Napper, that's enough. That's
Too
enough
bad
out of
for
you.
Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is
Volume
keeping
good?
her
Nice,
confined in
good.
the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative
It is Mercer
opportunity
Frey,
for a man
correct.
like me. It would also mean that Basso
And about
would owe
80
me a
other
favor.
Skyrim characters.
And in this line of work, you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation
People who have seen my
worthwhile.
Thief video will
Otherwise, I'll
remember
make
Basso
wish
as
he was
the
still rotting in a
unconscious
crag's
body
cleft.
whose ass cheeks
This
clattering
proves it.
caused so much
Going
noise that
legit
all
is
the
more
guards in
trouble
the
than it's
entire
worth.
Craig's Cleft prison found me. I think that's what it's called. That's a not too deep a cut, but you know. So one thing that's awesome about this game that I wish that more games did is the objectives change depending on what difficulty you pick. So I always pick expert because that's like the fullest Thief experience. But if you pick normal, you'd get maybe 3 of these objectives. If you pick expert, it's like GoldenEye or Time Splitters, where they like add more things and like give you more reasons to go explore the level, which is like one of my favorite things in games. There's not nearly enough games that do that. But the sticking point with the higher difficulties in this game is always that you need to get a certain loot threshold in order to beat the level, which in certain cases, usually it's pretty reasonable, but in some cases it does lead to some pixel hunting. You're looking for like literally like 10 more gold worth of valuables to steal, and you just can't find it. And you know, it's under a floorboard somewhere, so you gotta be like really thorough playing these games. But I've got faith in me.
I sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
Sounds good, bro. I can check if there's subtitles, but I've got a hunch that there's probably not. Where do they put that in? Video, maybe? Yeah, that's... I don't think there's gonna be no subs. This is too early for that. This game natively supports ultra-wide resolutions. This game from, like, the year 1999 or 2000 or whatever. But unfortunately, subtitles had not been invented yet, so... Gonna tell my kids this is Baroque. You know, it's almost the exact same thing. They're basically identical. Pure stealth in these games tends to require you to save scum unless you're exceptionally good at the game. Actually, I don't think I've ever tried. You just like... Oh, you can just straight up go over the gate. You can just like go in the front, maybe. I always go on the side. Can I just parkour? I'm seeing things that no man was ever meant to see already. Oh, the vast green expanse outside Bafford's Manor. That's always been there, so I'm not too worried about it. There's a tiny ledge there. I don't think yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. But maybe... Hold on, I gotta... What's the quick save key? I set my own controls. Anyway, I was saying before that playing this game perfectly stealthily requires quite a bit of save scumming, because sometimes enemy behavior is a little unpredictable. So, I'm not aiming for perfect stealth, but in certain levels you actually do fail the entire mission if you don't ghost it, so I'm gonna try not to save scum too much unless I'm doing something like this, some daredevil maneuver. That was almost the identical sound. I feel like you could actually, if you hit the right angle here. These little ledges, sometimes they do bear fruit. Okay, maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe I should just walk away from this before it becomes a whole thing. Did I just lose all my health from that? Well, that's my mistake. I turned up gamma, by the way, a little bit in OBS, because I noticed the OBS recording was quite a bit darker than my screen is. So it should hopefully be perfectly visible for you. It is dark right now, but like, let me know if it becomes basically invisible, and I'll try to crank up the brightness or gamma a little bit. I try to keep it like dark for myself, because turning up brightness in the Thief games, I almost consider it like cheating, because you can see more than you're intended to see that way. But it is pretty dark, says Andrew. Gamma playing this back in the day was jacked to the max. Yeah, I think most people are probably pretty guilty of that.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
34 gold. The text, well, I guess this as a side effect of the fact that I'm playing on a ultra-wide screen, is the text is pretty small, so you might not be able to see. I'll let you know how many. I'm at 34 gold right now. And what's up, Too Tired for this? Good to see you. I didn't see you come in there. And oh yeah, I remember specifically because last time I was running around this room, and to be fair, this is kind of bullshit. I was running around this room, I'm like, I can't get in these doors. Like, the door's locked here, the door's locked over here, and there's like no way around. The key to the door is actually just right here. But to be fair, A, I probably had my brightness lower, and B, that's kind of, that's like a pretty sneaky little spot there. Like, I think they put it there specifically so that you would see it, but I was like hiding in plain sight for me. I walked right past. This is not where I want to go. Usual flirtatious insult. Yeah, that's true. You didn't make quite an entrance like you usually do. But that's okay. You're still hard to miss. Skill issue. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to deny that. So this area, this is like a notoriously dark part of the level. So if you're actually like not seeing anything, let me know. I'll jack up the brightness a little bit for you. For me, I am having trouble kind of like making out details in the textures, but not enough to give me trouble playing. How can I so beautiful be so shitty at seeing the obvious? I'm furious, but at the same time, thank you. Yeah, the Thief games are awesome, and despite the way they look, they've aged pretty well. But I can understand. I think I maybe bounced off them a couple times, like the first time I tried. But honestly, they are still very good stealth games. They control really good, and I honestly think the stealth AI in this game, I haven't seen it surpassed by Dishonored 2. Had quite a bit of variability to the like guard behavior, but still, like, enemies in this game. So like, for those who don't know anything about the game, at the bottom of the screen you see that little gem there. That gem shows you how much light you're currently in. So when it's pitch black like this, that's the least visible you can be. And when you step into like torchlight here, the gem gets brighter and brighter depending on how visible you are. So that's the number one thing that affects whether or not guards can see you. But the other thing is the material that you're walking on. So if you walk on grass or dirt, the sound is dampened, or like a wool carpet or something. If you walk on wood, now they're hearing your heels hitting the wood, so any nearby enemies are gonna start becoming kind of like, do you hear something? Like, they're not gonna be totally like zoned in on you yet, but they're gonna start kind of developing a little bit of suspiciousness that's gonna make them slightly more perceptive. So now, if you're in partial light, they wouldn't have noticed you before, but because you've kind of started alerting them, they're going to start seeing you in partial light. And then if you're stepping on something like marble, you better hope there's no guard within 100-foot radius, because all of them are going to hear you like clear as day. So you have to be super aware of your surroundings and like what directions the guards are facing and stuff like that. It makes it a very interesting stealth game with a lot of like different challenges. And the fact that you can actually use water arrows to take out some of the lights to make it easier to sneak on by.
Well, don't just make cap over it. Light it up.
So normally they would have seen me in a second when I walked by here, but because it's pitch black, they're oblivious to me. And you'll notice also when I'm walking at a normal speed, you'll see the light gem gets a little bit brighter because I'm becoming a little bit more visible. But if I sidle extremely slowly, the light gem stays pitch black. For all intents and purposes, it doesn't appear to them that I'm moving. So yeah, anyway, lots of stuff like that. I get very excited talking about some of these looking glass games because they do so many cool things that I wish games still did. Oh, cheers, Zero-Bit. I appreciate that. And you're very welcome. Yes, Splinter Cell games I have actually never played. And I've been meaning to for a long time because I do enjoy stealth games, but yeah, I never had them when I was younger. So I never really got a chance to play them back when they were fresh, but I know a lot of people it was a Conviction. There's one in particular people really seem to enjoy a lot. Gloomwood, I actually did like a short video on Gloomwood a while ago, back when I was still kind of like figuring out exactly like what my channel was kind of gonna be. And at the time, my thoughts on Gloomwood was that it was like a very, very solid framework for something basically in the vein of Thief. I felt that at the time, there was not enough kind of creative chaos allowed. I felt like there was maybe a handful of things that were really interesting, but I didn't feel like the simulation could handle some of my like zanier ideas, but obviously it was in early access and it still is. And also there was like almost no content at that point. It was like it was the size of a demo, and I couldn't give a full-throated recommendation for what was essentially just a demo. So at the time I was like, this could be really great, but there's really no reason to be paying full pop for it right now, aside from if you just want to support the creator. But I hope it turns out to be as good as it can be, because that would be basically the first Thief-like that there will be in like many years. I can't really think of too many games like that. These are flares. I never really find use for flares. Like every once in a while, I'll just kind of throw one to make them feel like they're useful, but I don't really use them all that much. All they do is like slightly brighten up the area, which makes you hyper visible no matter where you are. And you can like toss them, which that's pretty great. And they always slide like they're on ice no matter where you toss them. There's like no friction to the floor in this game. So I don't know. I've never really like had much of a use for them. Secret switch underwear. Ooh! Thank you. I knew there was something like that nearby, but I forgot that it was in this room. Appreciate that. And good. And great, another flare. I can replace the one I just threw. See, that's one of those things where the higher your brightness is, the less running around you're going to be doing. You will spot things like that a little bit easier. I can't remember if there's a patrol. I'm like stuck on a door. And then there's the joys of the dark engine. Oh yeah, there is right there. You gonna turn around or are you just gonna stand there whistling Dixie, boy? Hey, what's up, Martin? This guy's patrol route is not very efficient. And a blackjack always knocks a guard out if you get them from behind. Radio free ACAB. Why is this game so boring? Why are you so boring? How about you answer that question? Bet you haven't had that one asked to you before, huh? You're boring me. I'm yawning just looking at you in chat. Alright, I think this room is nothing. You got me good. I was ready to suplex you out of here, Radio, but alright, you tricked me good. You tricked me good. I was getting all steamed up. Oh, and these are innocents. They tend to have really unpredictable behavior. You can just smack them in the head with the blackjack, I think, and there's not really any consequence to it. But you actually, I should double check my. How do I look at my log objectives? Go give the signal once you're ready for Basso. Basically, you got to clear all the guards out for that one. Same at the second objective. 600 loot. Don't kill anyone. Score at least 8 knockouts. Okay, gotcha. So you actually do need to knock people. Maybe they count. Maybe innocent people count for knockouts. I don't know. Surprise! And you can tell it's just Steven Russell's voice going, "Who's that?" It's like a lighter version of Garrett. We've been playing the game for 5 minutes and then we've already doubled up on voice act. Okay, yeah, the guards are, let me say, innocent's the wrong word, civilian. How about that? These are civilians. Guards are not civilians. They're active combatants. You playing on normal? No, I'm playing on expert. At least I think I am. I didn't accident. Yeah, difficulty expert. I'm good. Sometimes wine is worth something. That's a problem for me because the label, I think, affects what is worth money, and I'm colorblind, so I think it's like the ones that are a little bit shinier. It's, yeah, kind of hard to tell. A lot of them are just worthless junk. What are these emotes? It beats me. What are those emotes? Is that like a YouTube default thing? Do those emotes just come with YouTube now? There's certainly no emotes of mine, I'll tell you that. I'd get them out of here if I could, but... Can I come up? I don't think I can really crouch jump on there. I think it's too thin. Okay, so it's just dumbwaiter. It's probably footsteps coming from upstairs. Directional audio. For the time, it was very impressive, actually. I think I have the... Yeah, I have like an emulator for the EAX, which I don't know what that actually stands for, but I know it was a pretty, like, state-of-the-art audio, like a device for computers back then that simulated surround sound. But as far as, like, vertical sound goes, not as great in this game. But at the time, I mean, you couldn't do much better, really. Easy ass xylophone definitely seems like that could be what it stands for, yeah. I've been so busy playing Thief 2, I didn't realize that there's an entire chat full of people trying to gaslight me about what color the wine bottles were. Frankly, don't even really remember what color I perceived them as, so I don't know if I could be misled here. Dobbly digital, yeah, that's right.
Wonder what that noise was.
Well, thankfully, they make it nice and easy in this first level. This ground is very soft and they can't hear you, but if I was on wood, the guy would be like, there's some guy walking on wood right behind me, and he would probably start turning around. Their animations, thankfully, this is the stealth game. This is what kills a stealth game for me, is when the patrolling enemies, when their animations are like not telegraphed at all, when it's so abrupt that they just instantly like turn around and then they spot you because you're behind them. You need to have that like moment where they're like stretching, or you can see their bodies spinning, they're like about to turn. If you don't have that, then your stealth game's already, it's blown. It's like you need some little warning, even though it's not necessarily realistic, because people tend to not kind of like telegraph that they're turning around in real life. It doesn't matter. It makes it more fun. Now, this is kind of a tricky situation because that is an electric light, so I can't put it out. And there might be something in there, I don't know. Let's try... Ooh, let's try hitting this wall with a sword. This wall is silent.
Thought I saw something.
If you could kind of get their attention sometimes. Bird call. Flash bomb. Oh, flash bomb's great, actually. That'll do the trick. It kind of works on me too, though. But yeah, if you flash bomb them, you can blackjack them while they're still like recovering from the... And there's nothing in here even. This is just a useless room. But I did get another guard from my knockout list. And that's exciting. Hey, what's up, Mystic? Long time no see, I think. It's at least been a moment. Oh, wait, no, you were silently lurking in a D&D game the other day, and we all called you out for it because Twitch lists if you're just hanging out in chat, so you can, like, find out.
Well, that's her door. I guess Basso can open it. He's
Okay.
not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
So that's, if you were playing on easy, this is all you'd need to do. The level would basically be over by now, I think, because you can just get, there's a clear path from Basso to that door. So there you go. Lurking's good. That's what Jess does too. Jess always like puts people's streams on just to like bolster their self-confidence, give them like one extra view, even if she's like doing other things. Me, I don't believe in getting people's hopes up. I don't believe in fool's hope. So I'll never, never do that. If I could, I would take views away from people, just to let them know that this world is cruel and you'll have to try harder, but unfortunately, Twitch hasn't given me that ability yet. Is this the way up? Maybe. Understairs. I'm going to do a quick save, because it's been a while since... Actually, I'll do a hard save as well. I haven't done that yet. Can't wait to get out of this damn basement, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, if you have negative views, I was there. It's because I care about you and I want you to succeed. If you're streaming and you're like, why do I have -2 views? It's I'm on the other end of the computer. I'm sitting there crying, clicking the negative button, saying I'm sorry, mouthing I'm sorry over and over again. I don't know why there's a gold nugget in this alcove, but I guess there's somebody's been being fed over here. Hey, silver nugget. See, that's why you gotta check. In any other game, you'd be like, oh, this is like a PC game from the 90s. The developers just forgot to like put a wall here, but no, not in Thief. Silver nuggets behind those walls here. Clunky metal menu sound, totally. And it's so appropriate because this is Thief 2, the Metal Age. Also, one of my favorite and also most hated features of this game is the fact that the game maps are all drawn by either Garrett, based on what he knows of a place, or they're drawn by other people and like he purchases them. So the maps are always like hand drawn and often slightly unreliable because Garrett is going off of memory. So I love that, I like in principle, because it's such a great idea for a stealth game to like have these kind of like, you'll often see on the map, it'll be like lounge question mark, because Garrett's like, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be here. And there's like these little inaccuracies. But then in game, you're like, I would give anything for like an auto map right now. Just give me an accurate map, please. But no, that's not in the spirit of Thief, of course. Okay, I think there's maybe nowhere to go but up. Totally old school D&D. Very much so. So I'm glad that the series that I settled on was Ultima and not like Wizardry, because I think with those early Wizardry games, man, if you don't have a big old stack of grid paper, you're in trouble. You better be drawing your own map, and you better be doing a good job of it too. Yeah, I don't know if you can draw notes, but you can certainly take notes. So there you go, you can take notes anytime you want. And also, you know, I'm sorry for earnestly singing this game's praises nonstop, and I'm not gonna stop, but I'm sorry for it anyway. The audio design in this game is so damn good. The ambient soundtrack by Eric Brosius is like, it's one of my most listened to pieces of writing music when I'm trying to like evoke a certain mood. These ambient tracks that change like depending on what area of the level you're in they are so moody. I don't even know what to say. I am just in awe of Looking Glass Studios sound design in all of their games. System Shock, Thief, just nothing but gold. They cared so much about sound. So this floor, this is a loud floor. This is not the kind of floor you want to bring home to your mother. Or maybe it is. Depends on what kind of person your mom is, I guess. Can you climb in the toilet? No. Is the bottom of the toilet tank lined with mosaic tile? Yes. That's how wealthy these people are. Oh shit. Vibing heavily. See that, and that's funny, Thomas. It totally works like that. It totally works like as diegetic because you don't know what part of the soundtrack is like. I'm like, according to the light gem, I'm in pitch darkness right here. Oh shit! No, stop. I'm not even moving. Okay, I think I should probably take care of that guard before I. Okay, I think I will mostly be out of the way here. So you gotta use your imagination a little bit. Obviously, this is not pitch black, but like, if you were in Garrett's shoes, he would be standing in total darkness right now. And if I wasn't playing live on stream trying to impress all of you guys, this is where I would be hitting the F5 key over and over again, so I didn't have to spend another 7 seconds waiting for the guard to come back. All the oxen free! Yes! So if he makes contact with your hitbox before you can pull that off, blackjacking will not work. And sword fighting is not ideal in Thief games. No, no, no. And I don't think anybody will come to this room, so there's probably no reason to use a water arrow. Smell that sweet, sweet gamer girl bathwater. That's what I'm talking. Candlesticks, not the right kind. Sometimes candlesticks, it's like wine, you know? Sometimes you find a blue candlestick and it's worth its weight in gold, but other times it's just the standard magenta candlesticks. You don't want anything to do with those. I don't think I have there's a specific key for the... You've got a pair of lock picks in this game? And I don't think I have them yet. F6 and F7. Yeah, I do not have the lock picks. That should complete the Cheshire goal. Fragrant bathwater. Somebody will buy it at a high price. And there's often rings and stuff behind these plants or like under these end tables. So I'm sure there's somebody who's more familiar with this game than I am who's gonna be in chat watching me like walk by like $6,000 worth of loot. I found it so funny in my Thief video, my Thief 1 video. I kept saying like, and in order to advance past the game, like the level, you need to hit a certain dollar value in treasures. And I used the term dollar value a bunch of times, and somebody in the comments later on was like, good video, but what like, the world of Thief doesn't use US dollars, so why did you keep saying that? And I was like, you know, this commenter has got a pretty good point. Why did I keep saying dollar value over and over again? Now, there is one thing in this room that I will always remember, because when I found it the first time, I was so happy and excited, is I had walked past it a trillion times. That is... Wait, what? Guys, where is it? Why is not here? You think there's supposed to be a ring here, but I don't see it. Oh, why is it not here? Making a fool of me. It's at eye level. Oh, That's sneaky. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have said I'll never forget it. But that, come on, I mean, like, that's outrageous. Could you imagine just finding that? And I think you have to. No, wait, that's an optional objective. You don't have to. But, like, I mean, really now, I spy. I guess if you're, like, really, like, looking closely. All right, everybody, get it out of your system. I never forgot that it was nearby. 5 gold coins for gamer bathwater. Unfortunately, I think you could probably get away with a much higher dollar value than that. Selling your bath. Gamer slug man bathwater. You guys are gonna love it. Okay, I need a key to open this door. There's a lever. There's a lever for that door. Is that what you're trying to say? Stuff. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go down this hallway and we'll put a pin in that and come back to it. Is that? Yeah, that's an electric light. I'm kind of nervous about this hallway. So Gamer that's funny. Gamer Supplements was one of the first companies that ever contacted me about doing a sponsorship deal. So it's funny that you say that. I think they contacted me shortly after that Kingsfield video I made started going, like, viral. It was like, almost as soon as I woke up and I was like, oh damn, this video is like doing more numbers than I'd expected. I looked in my email inbox. It's like gamer subs. It's like, yeah. Thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. You will contract muscle loosening disease. Yeah, I can't be at peace with any supplement company that makes your muscles fall off like that. Uh-oh. That was a bad time to quick save, wasn't it? Alright. If I can just finesse my way out of this situation, and everybody will be happy. There'd be no... Consummate professional, what's up? Full stealth, fully ghost, never spotted, never seen, like the wind, blowing in one door and leaving out a window. Yeah, Thomas, that's the one that's when they called it the devil's virus. I was like, all right, this is either incidental, tongue-in-cheek, or they just hate gay people. I wasn't sure what to make of it. I'm pretty sure they just called it that because it's the scariest name for a virus you can think of. And but it's just such a weird thing. It's like you make a cyberpunk RPG in 1998 and you're like, you know what's relevant right now? The AIDS crisis. You know what we should include in our game as like a critical part of the backstory? And then there's like 7 other diseases anyway, so it really doesn't need to be in there. They've got like Dark Visitor and MLD, and there's all these other diseases, so it's like it doesn't really, it's not like a critical part of the game. But it does make it funnier, so I mean, I can't deny that. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, damn, I wish they didn't put that in the game. The minute I heard that, my jaw unhinged, and I knew that I'd have to front load the video with Cyberdoll. I knew I'd have to put that relatively close to the beginning. It's like, okay, look, I know you're bored of me talking about dungeon crawling, but like, listen to this though. Cyberdoll is a super cool game. Honestly, I really do hope that it gets some attention and somebody becomes interested in translating it, because like that's a lot of the time limb targeting systems in games don't do much for me, but that one is like legitimately really fun and clever, and all the guns and stuff, it's just a fun like RPG. It's really good. Hey, what's going on, John? Good to see you, bud. Take care of this guard, I think. If you have moss arrows, you can actually shoot them at the ground and it causes moss to sprout up. And it makes the walking surface softer, makes it less noisy. So that's pretty handy in certain circumstances. Also, I think if you blackjack a guard in the head like 250 times, they die and you fail the mission. Yeah, Moss Arrow may be the least cool name for like an item in a game, but they're pretty useful in Thief. Rope arrows are still my favorite. I love rope arrows. I mean, I love what they stand for. I love everything about them. The fact that they're like, okay, let's design this game, and it's like, hey, we should add a thing that lets you climb ceilings, and they're like, oh man, we're gonna have to rebalance the game to account for that. Yeah, well. And then they just like included it. There's nothing more satisfying than looking into a room and being like, how am I gonna circumvent these guys? And then noticing that the ceiling is made of wood and being like, I've got an idea. With Thief soundtrack, I almost look at them as inseparable, but if I had to pick one, I think I would pick Thief 2 because it contains 2 of my favorite tracks That being one of the tunes from the level Framed, where you're in the police station. It's absolutely incredible track. And also the kind of like weird, wistful, almost like the demonic, but also kind of like melancholy sounding track from Trail of Blood, when you're seeing the ghosts of all these pagans that have been killed by like the machinists, and you're like listening to them lament their fate, and this like track is playing. It's such a great track. Thief 1 does have some awesome tracks too, but Thief 2 I think has higher highs. This is a really shitty room.
Hello?
I actually don't know how to deal with this. It's so bright in there.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Roy Mustang? The Roy Mustang in my chat? Not what I expected, but hey, I won't complain. Thank you for the $5. Your review of Thief Gold got me into M-Sims. Out of Thief 1 and 2, which one do you like more? Would love to see you review more M-Sims. Oh man, you can speak in my language. I appreciate that, and I'm actually stoked to hear that that review got you interested in them. That makes me feel like I've achieved a tremendous victory. I would love to cover more immersive sims, and as a matter of fact, Looking Glass Studios, the company who made Thief, their very first project was Ultima Underworld. So I will be covering a game that is at least ImSim adjacent very soon. As for which I like better between Thief 1 and 2, I think Thief 1 is a more perhaps interesting game, but Thief 2 to me has got the highest concentration of great levels in a video game of like almost any one that I can think of. My game's being a little bit laggy, so if you're noticing that on stream, don't worry. It's not you, it's me. Thief 2 has got Life of the Party, First City Bank and Trust. It's got, oh, what is it? What's it called? It's like the following level after this one. It's like the first real level. Shipping and Receiving. Shipping and Receiving is a great level. It's got Masks, which I think is a little bit overdone by the very end of the game, just as a result of it being like kind of a rushed production. This whole game was made in, I think, less than a year, which is amazing. But it's still a really great layout. There's like more solid, I love the mansion levels and I love exploring like city streets and stuff like that, and Thief 2 has more of that kind of just solid, dependable mansion / large institution levels, where Thief 1 tries to get really experimental with its levels, and sometimes that works, but I think can't remember the name of the level, but it's where you are down into the Bone Horde. That's an example of Thief 1 experimenting in a way that really pans out in it, like it's like interesting level, weird design, but it's also got a bunch of like really fun self-contained challenges inside of it. It's like a tightly designed level, but also a weird one. Whereas I felt towards the end of Thief 1, there's a lot of levels where they try to get experimental that just do not play at all into the game's strengths. And the game, by the end of the game, I remember I always feel really frustrated, like I just want it to be over, which is not a good feeling to have while you're playing a game. So I think Thief 2 is a more like rock solid game with more like truly great levels. Thief 1 is I almost like have cravings to play one or the other because they're so different in some ways. It's gonna be 2 for me. Yeah, Ultima Underworld and Ultima 7, even Ultima 6, definitely progenitors of the immersive sim kind of design for sure. I feel like there's more to this upstairs area. Oh, well, there's that. How many? 600 loot. Oh, including 200 in gems. Right. That's the part. That's the part that I have difficulty with sometimes. Yeah, shipping and receiving. I don't hear that one mentioned a ton when people talk about Thief levels, but I think it's like among the best levels in this game. And that's the game that's the level that they start with in Thief 2. Can you imagine? It's like you got this like amazing level. They don't put it. They could have been anywhere. Could have been 5 levels in, 10 levels in. They're like, nah, we're just gonna set the standard here, right in the beginning, and actually somehow manage to maintain it for the entire rest of the game. Thief 3 is good, but Thief 3 is not. It's got some good moments. I find it like a difficult game to control, and I don't consider it to be as good as the first two. It's just the game feel in the game kinda is a sticking point for me. But it does have some great moments. Shailbridge Cradle. That's like the ocean, whatever the Vampire the Masquerade spooky mansion is of Thief 3. Okay, so we've come full circle. I'm back here. I'm gonna need to find some more gems. Let's see, I have got $150 in gems, 150 American dollars, so I still gotta find 50 more. Thief 3, it looks like you drive, Gary, instead of walk. It's not a bad way of putting it. It's not quite that bad, but like, it does feel like in Thief 1 and 2, you feel very connected to Garrett. You've got to, like, you're totally in control of his actions. Thief 3 is more, yeah, more kind of like directed. There are mods that fix it up a little bit, but I bet you there's gems in here. Oh, wait. I think that's the dumbwaiter room. I bet you if I go back down and take the dumbwaiter up, I can get in there without having to put myself in harm's way. We got, yeah, Thief 4 as well and truly not a part of the discussion. Truthfully, I've never played it because it just looks the way it does. I've like no interest in it. It's one of the few games where I'm like confident I can tell how it is just from looking at it. I should be looking under this bed. No gems. Thorf, I love the stylization. Gotta do another check here. Make sure I'm not missing any precious jewels. It's a bag of jewels, Betty. I got them for you. That was a burlap sack I didn't pick up last time. You never know what you're gonna get. Ben Forstick? Is that supposed to be like, is that how the Fantastic Four was written? They didn't put it over the A? That would have made infinitely more sense. 2 goblets disappeared. That's a normal thing that happens in this area. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I probably shouldn't have jumped. But I don't know if he can even...
Stop fooling around! Where are you?
You know what? I think everything is gonna be okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Silvar? Hee, good to see you. And Pretty Cody, man. The OG crew's all here. Migrating live streams to a smaller channel is absolutely the best way to go. Okay, come closer. So I can take that key. Yep, I think I can get it. Just turn. Wait. No. Okay, maybe I can't. But how do I get in here? I'm just gonna go ahead and move this.
Who goes there?
Uh-oh.
Who made that noise?
You didn't like that.
This is your last.
There's still 100
chance.
people? Oh, man.
Step out here. I won't hurt you.
People showed up. Can't believe it. They come closer to me. Smell me in here. So I can get that key off your key ring. Alright, save scum time. Can I actually not get out here? Did he just leave?
Just wait till I find you.
Yes. Find me. I'm begging you, please. If you would just get your fucking ass over here, I could... Oh, hey, what about that noise?
Face me like a man.
Follow the noise. Follow the noise, you imbecile. I don't think I can crouch jump in there. It's too small. And this guard is like determined to not find me. He's not coming towards the noise at all. Alright, well, whatever. I'll find another way to deal with him. Probably should have saved one of those flashbangs, unless I got another one here. No, it's not looking good. Anything under the dumbwaiter? No. Never is. Seems it's a raccoon. It's the loudest raccoon in the world. Taking goblets right off the table from in front of him. Josh Strife did a video on Kingsfield 1. Made me think of your retrospective on it. Good stuff. Oh, nice. I like Josh Strife. I've seen a few of his videos. I really enjoy them. Have you watched the Kingsfield video? And how is it? I'm assuming you're gonna tell me it's good. But that's good. If enough people make enough noise about Kingsfield, maybe From Software will be like, perhaps we shall re-release these games. Alright. This is...
Rocks are nice. Old blue rocks are the best.
the situation.
Rocks. Definitely great rocks.
You guys think I can get away with it? Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna quick save. Sorry, ladies. Nature calls. That's not the right key. Alright, I guess you can't open this door. Alright, well. Is that door even... Is that like... Oh, that's just this door. Okay. Most good. Alright, well, I think... Since I know that I can get away with it. Wrong room. You know, it's often been said, too tired for this, it's often been said again and again, I've developed a strong and powerful reputation. There you go, Thomas. That's the way. That's the way. I got a Japanese Saturn because they're way cheaper, and did the same thing. And what do you know? It's just as good. This is very dicey. I probably should not have just jumped down here. This is a bad scene. Okay, I think if I stay still, this will be a good enough spot. Uh-oh.
Strange noises.
This is loud.
Strange.
Five Nights at Freddy Got Fingered. Is this anything? Yes, it is. It's a war crime. But thank you for the $5, Pretty Cody. I don't know what manner of despicable, intrusive thoughts that you have to deal with on a daily basis, but my condolences.
Someone making noise?
I mean, yeah. You want to know the truth about it.
Come on up then.
Uh-oh, he's activated. I want that key. I shouldn't have done this. Oh, he got bored. He got bored just in time.
Don't know what it was.
Oh, that's awesome, Luna.
I heard
I'm glad. It's not a game for everybody, but it's like such a cozy game. It's one of those games where like the art style and the game feel of it carry it in a big way. I don't know if you're playing on an emulator, but I imagine it might be a better game to play with like speed up hacks, or if you, or if the like just with a higher frame rate in general. That's true. We did just see Tom Green live.
What's there?
Okay.
Just my imagination, I suppose.
All right, one down. We can do this. We can do this. It's no problem. It's a simple procedure. It's a simple message that comes from the heart. Maybe a guard I will seek. Rock. Hell yeah. Okay, now we still got that guy to do. Okay, first of all, get me in here now. Quick, stash bodies. They're like in broad nightlight. Please, Garrett. All right. Shit. I'll just. You belong in the garbage here. Okay. Perfect. Normal day, normal things are happening. You've seen this before, nothing to be worried about. Yeah, that's what I would do to you if I was closer.
Who's noising about then?
Uh-oh. I'm bright.
You can't hide for long.
I can hide for a long time.
What the?
Uh-oh. Quiet. I think this will kill them eventually, frankly. No. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking of doing.
Can I get some help over here?
I don't even know if there's any guards left conscious in this entire facility, to be honest.
Come on over here.
Oh, when I get a hold of you, you're getting the bonking of a life. Well, if I fail the mission and... Okay, yeah, so you can't do that. I killed him, actually. Alright. The plan is a good plan. Execution, perhaps. A little bit of work.
Was something just there? Show yourself.
Just everybody yells, hello, at the same time.
Again.
A little... Garoony there. Okay. I'm gonna perform... This is another classic Garrett maneuver that I'm gonna perform here. When you see it, you'll say to yourself, wow, that was a classic Garrett maneuver if I've ever seen one. And you will have now. I'm gonna crack open my first bear of the evening. That's what I think. Didn't even have to go to the refrigerator. It was right here. Here's everybody. This is actually might dump all over my desk. I'm gonna open it here. It's foaming. Do I see Gizmo? No, I can't see her, but I know she really likes the blue screen. Okay. Watch this. Yo! See, that's how you get it done. Fly like an eagle. There's a cheese. Little snack. Nice, okay. Well, I'm definitely treasured up, but I still need gems. Which makes me think that I've walked past some gems. There's some, perhaps, secret spots here. Exactly. Thank you, Ed. Oh, haven't been in here yet. Oh, easy. We're clearing the gem objective with this area right now. It's a good thing I went and got those 3 identical keys. Stop. Stop. Okay.
What's that?
I figured this door was locked. There was no way his patrol would let him just, like, walk out of the room like that. And then he kept coming. Thief 1 and 2 can be scary games. I'm a bit of a pussy myself, so I'm I mean, you may want to take this with a grain of salt, but I do find them, especially the first one is like, there's some levels in Thief 1 that actually are just straight up horror, and Thief 2, kind of. The basement in the Hammerite Cathedral in 2, terrifying. The basement in... Oh, not Hammerite. Hammerite Cathedral was 1. The basement of the Hammerite Cathedral, 1 scary. Basement of the builder... What are they called again? The Machinists. The Mechanists, not the Machinists. I don't know why I kept calling them that. The basement of the Mechanists compound at 2, terrifying. Why is there ghosts down there? What have they done? And I don't know, every Thief game's got horror stuff in it. I think it's fair assessment. The Bonked Heads Ward, yeah, that's right. Garrett is a public menace for that reason alone. Thief 2 is way less supernatural heavy. So when there finally is like something scary and ghost-like that appears, it's kind of almost, it's like a whiplash. Because the rest of the game's really not like that very much. I found the hairbrush. The spectacles? I thought these were worth money. Another key. This is my 5th of the same key now. Oh, what's that? Well, thought you could head on me, huh? I have no idea what that even opened. But, oh! Yoink! Nice. Okay. I think I'm ready to roll, basically. We'll see if I can find a few more treasures upstairs, but... this should do it to it. I think it's a guard trying to root out Garrett. Yeah, that could be a fun kind of cat and mouse situation. You'd be the only guard in the entire Thief universe that has enough, like, vigilance to... like, guys, we've been walking back and forth in this hallway for the last 6.5 hours. Should we walk to another hallway? You'd be the first one. They'd be like, look at each other and be like, oh, I would guess I never really thought about it like that. You'd be the first sentient guard in the entire Thief universe. Love me thief, love me sharks, love me prey, simple as. You said it. Could not have said it any better myself. All great. All good. Too bad that every studio that makes this type of game undergoes some sort of horrible liquidation or destruction or mass alteration, or the IP is given to a company that prides itself on vampirically eliminating every IP that has ever existed. Too bad. It's literally like a curse at this point. It's the curse. What else could you call it, really? Bad luck? 3 or 4 times maybe bad luck. 700 times? It's a curse. The sultry streamer voice classes, or is it natural? All natural, baby. No classes here. I don't believe in scholarship for this type of thing. What do I do? Do I have to, like, bird call him? Oh, that's my signal! He really bolted the fuck out of there. Get back here, Basso, you son of a bitch! Get back here with my burrowed holiday cabbage! Arx Fatalis is one of those games that I have started many times, but for some reason I've never been able to finish it. I get a little bit further each time, but I never manage to actually complete the game. But it is a really cool game. It's like a lot of really interesting systems. It doesn't quite resonate with me the way that like Thief or System Shock does. But it's definitely like really creative dungeon crawling. Don't mind him. Why was he the only guy to come back in the 2014 game? Because Basso shows up in the first 10 minutes of both Thief games, so if you were trying to prove that you have a cursory knowledge of Thief by playing the first levels, he's the only character you would know. See? It's a Thief game. Look, that guy that you guys like, Lando Calrissian, he's back. It's the same thing as like you've always loved. What are you drinking? I don't even want to tell you guys. Everybody's gonna make fun of me. I love IPAs, okay? I can't help it. I was born this way. I don't brag about it. I don't talk about it. I don't make a big stink about it.
Come with me.
But I do enjoy IPAs, and that's what this is. I'm drinking Muskoka Brewery Mad Tom IPA, which is one of my favorites. The instant extremes in reactions to the IPA announcement is always funny. This is like the second or third time that I've done it in chat, and it's always a mixture of like, my man, and like, you sick son of a bitch. From Dreckers. Is that a brewery? I've never heard of it.
Come with me.
We did it. Mission complete. Not mission failed. To everybody who believed I couldn't do it, eat your words. I love these interlude cutscenes as well, by the way. They're so good. IP acid. It does kind of taste like acid pee. I'm not going to deny it.
Business has been kind of slow these days, thanks to Sheriff Gorman Truart. He's been coming down hard on my competition and anyone else he deems unlawful. I've been playing it safe by keeping a low profile, but as my landlord recently reminded me, the rent is late. He says he's going to pay me a visit tomorrow to collect, so I'll have to go amateur for some quick cash. The warehouses by the docks should fit the bill. In addition to the usual shipping traffic, there's also a small smuggling operation sponsored by the local underground. Not too many guards, lots of dark corners, and several points of entry should make this job painless and profitable. Maybe I'll even have something left over for myself once the rent is paid. Wasn't that long ago that I was planning on my retirement. Now the only thing that's getting retired is my standards. If things get any worse, I'll have to go back to picking pockets in the
What a
streets.
scoundrel. With a heart of gold he is. Difficulty expert. Gilver knows he's sending out a very important shipment tomorrow, but what he doesn't know is that it's being redirected to your fence. Find a new shipping label and put it on the big crate outside of Gilver's office. Some rare spice has been smuggled through the warehouse district lately. Find it and you'll make some quick cash on the black market. Landlord is coming tomorrow. You need to steal at least 850 loot to cover the rent and other expenses. Now, I might be eating my words shortly, but I believe that this mission, that loot goal is much more easily attainable. You're a thief, not a murderer. Being the professional that you are, you can pull off this job without killing anyone. That's another thing about expert difficulty. The no-kill thing is not in other difficulties. It's only here you're, like, supposed to actually be a thief, not an assassin. After you're done, you'll need to get out of the area so you don't get caught. Return to the stack of crates, yada yada. Nice. Alright. I think I can buy things now. So yeah, if you the incentive to actually build your loot stockpile in every level is that you can use that previous level's cash to buy supplies for the next level. But it goes away. You don't get to like store multiple levels worth of cash, so it's like use it or lose it, which I actually really like because I have like hoarder mentality, so I think it's actually a good thing. Flash bombs, kind of expensive. Water arrows. I only have 3 water arrows to start. I'm definitely gonna need more of those. Invisibility potion is like that's like the get out of jail free card, but it's hella expensive. So I usually don't buy them unless there's like nothing else that I want. Someone wants to give you some advice. All right, well, let's do that. Let's let's not do the thing where you say, I don't need to pay for this, I'm just gonna go look it up on Google. Let's play the way Looking Glass intended. Flash bombs are always useful. And I already got 20 broadheads, but what the hell? You never know. Maybe we'll need some flares this time. Maybe I'll be really happy I bought some flares. Alright, make a little introduction save here. Shipping and receiving. This is one of my favorite levels in the game. And that's saying something, because there's some damned good levels in Thief 2. There's some pretty tough kind of micro challenges in this level too. Imagine using as an elixir. Exactly. Me to a T. I think that's like one of the most relatable experiences for people who play JRPGs. There's this idea where you like end up storing it all. I might need it. I might need it. Oh, credits just rolled, so no, you probably won't. Fallen Aces. I've actually purchased Fallen Aces, but I haven't really had a chance to play it yet. I've been so, like, busying myself with work, I haven't really been able to just, like, sit back and play it. But I've heard from a lot of people it's really good. I played maybe the first hour, and I did enjoy what I played, mostly because I was expecting more of a Doom clone, like a boomer shooter. But it had, like, a lot more substance than I was expecting. And the art style just kicks ass. Alright. Do we have a patrolling guard? That's a box. There is a patrolling guard, and his patrol seems to take a very long time. You avoid that JRPG pitfall. I mean, that's the way to do it. You know, spend your money. You earned it. Use your things. Enjoy them. 0457. That breaks MSIM convention, but I'll allow it. I'm gonna try to remember that. And I'm probably not going to. It's a pretty well-lit area. Makes it kind of tough. Plus, this guy's looking at me now, so can't be cheeky. Alright, stay looking that way, stay looking that way. And I think we're good. I don't think he'll notice.
What's over there?
Okay. That's a good start. This area, I think you're gonna come back to this area quite a bit, so. This is gonna be locked. Oh yeah, what's on the virus? D.M. Gilver is one of the city's most popular merchants, and he keeps his base of operations in Building A of Rampone's dockside warehousing. Porter is also a tenant of Building A. He runs a tiny art gallery that sells... Well, I would have robbed all those buildings anyway, so I don't really... Not a great tip, to be honest. Yeah, the music in this level is really great too.
Heretics? You mean the mechanists, right?
And it's so fitting. For some reason, it just sounds like a dockside warehouse.
They follow not the way of the master builder, but a false prophet who twists holy scripture to his own selfish
some
desire.
Exposition here.
Nay, worse still, those infidels would raise
So
his lies to the level of holy word.
I've been hearing a lot about them lately. Don't know what to think of them yet, but Seems like they've got plans to improve the city, making life better for people like me, which is more than you hammers ever did.
The heretics
Oh.
are naught but a trial for the faithful of the builder. They
You can't
know
go around
nothing
saying
of
things like that.
devotion, of faith, of craftsmanship, or skill, and blindly follow the path of lies, greed, and deception. Markest thou my warning? At the forge of the master builder, he will separate.
Oh, the band.
steel
Yeah,
from
yeah.
dross,
If that's a
and
bother,
those who follow falsehoods instead of faith.
I can probably just turn that
Cast aside.
off. I
Yeah,
think.
whatever you say. Let's just go and finish up our
Here,
business.
give me a second. I'm just gonna throw a save up here just in case the game's not alt-tab friendly, and I'll take a look. Even if it doesn't bother most people, I can kind of see the utility in having that not on. Let's see here. Game capture, window shadow. Sorry, I'm just looking at my OBS right now. Background layer. How's that? Is that dark mode? People prefer dark mode. Is that better? I have no problem leaving it like that. Beef mode on. Ye, good king. Bright banner. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I didn't really think about that. That banner I made back when I played whimsical bright games all the time. Alright, these guys just stand here forever. But yeah, the idea is that this sort of like dominating religious philosophy in the first game was that of the builders, and they followed the teachings of the master builder. In this game, the mechanists, it's sort of like a iteration of the builder's teachings, but the mechanists actually built, like, they create like generators and lights and electricity, so it's sort of like the world is undergoing this sort of industrial revolution, and a lot of people's lives are being made better because of the mechanists, but also with this new religious group basically dominating, there's like new levels of corruption and sinister plans involved. So, and I like how the game just kind of doesn't really like shove that in your face. You can just kind of hear conversations about it while you walk around. I want that statue. That's the stuff. Okay, this is a pretty bright. I think he's might be onto me. Alright, or not. Alright. Rush. Up, up, up. Come on, Garrett, uppy. There we go.
Who made that noise?
Alright.
Be gone with you, lout.
Uh-oh.
Guards! There's
Spotted
an
me.
intruder here.
Oh. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait.
What's that?
Oh, you know, that kind of worked out the best.
Wait! Murder!
Uh-oh. No, no murder. No. No one's being murdered. No one's being murdered. This is a classic clonk on the head situation. There's no murder going on. Oh, hello.
Again.
Not again. He just walks in on two corpses. Standard workplace thing that happens. Don't mind me. Being thief, you gotta be adaptable. That's the thing. You gotta embody Garrett. What would he do in this situation? Roughhousing, yeah. Shenanigans. Gentlemen? Okay. So this is, you can open all of the different doors here. First one's 0457. There's a really cool system, actually. I think somebody in chat mentioned already, but like I love how like intuitive it is. Like, you just see this here, and instinctively it makes sense why you've been seeing numbers next to all of these, like, overhead doors. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen. Listen. You messed with the... I didn't mean to pick up that body. I was trying to throw a splash bomb at him, but it's the same button as the pickup body button, unfortunately. All right, quiet down. Everybody's peaceful now. That guy was on the case, though. He saw the 3 bodies and was like, that's not normal. That's not something I've seen before. Perhaps I shall investigate. Lieutenant Lucky Selenchura has not paid for his rent. I haven't seen him in weeks. Wanted posters in city streets. I don't think he'll be back. The blue coat's looking for him. Eviction notice on his area. 0266. I'll clear it out for you, Mr. Vice President. But actually, I should go clear out the existing one there first. See you later, Pretty Cody. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Sleep well. Sweetest dreams only. Probably by DM Gilver. Some world building papers. Alright, the fall damage in this game is, like, you don't want to really mess around with that. You can't just, like, jump off of... Unless... A little cheeky quick save here. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, 3 bodies is 1 too many.
This place looks like an inventor's shop. There's probably a valuable gadget or 2 around here.
A scouting orb. That's actually a cool thing, but I find it's not really, like, it's not worth using most of the time. With the scouting orbs, you can, like, roll them around and, like, see around corners. Like, it, like, shows up like a little camera thing on your screen. This looks like a normal panel on a wall you would see in real life. The acts of asking Majuular about the time he was on Let's Drown Out. What the hell is Let's Drown Out? I've never even heard of such a thing. What is that? What's up, Dritton? We're thieving, I would say, reasonably well. I've been spotted a few times, but the level has not kicked me out for being a bad thief yet, so I have to assume that I'm at least meeting the criteria. It's just the door. Yeah. Someone with your username asked Yahtzee and Gabe about how to make YouTube videos? In like 20... Someone with my username that I use now? On YouTube? Because I made this account in like 2022 maybe. Don't scare me. Thought it was me. I mean, it must have been a similar but different username. There's no way. I came up with this name in 2022. It was like based on Devin Townsend, a song of his called Majuular. Uh-oh. Oh shit, he saw me? Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Clone is out there asking, man, my clone made 10 years ago. Spooky. Well, as long as one of the objectives didn't have anything to do with, like, being caught, I think I'm probably still... Oh, what's that? There's a little briefcase on top of the... Alright, that did do a lot of damage. I don't have any cheese to feed Garrett. Oh, 266. Are you on Thief 2? Maybe someday. No imminent plans on it. But it would make sense to cover it, seeing as I did the first one. Isn't adding Ma to something can't be bad part of George's pitch on Manure in Seinfeld? Is it? If I don't remember that episode, but if that's true, then that's like cosmic. It's meant to be almost. Oh shit. All right, don't you make that noise. Yeah, it's been a little while since I. You didn't hear that. Garrett hitting the floor, me like.
This place looks like an inventor's shop. There's probably a valuable.
Well, that's
gadget
great.
or
I
two
can
around
undo
here.
the mistake I made before. I don't think there was anything upstairs. Yeah, I could just cruise on out of here. Want to see the video? Post the clip to your subreddit. I have a subreddit? I didn't know that. Uh-oh. I hope it's not active. Stay out of there. You do not have my blessing to use that subreddit. I did? Oh, I do vaguely recall him saying that he reserved the name so that nobody else could have ownership over it. That's true. Okay, fair enough. I guess I did know that, yeah. 0624. That guy up there is a major pain in the ass. Can I come in? It's not. Oh, I have lockpicks in this level. Ah, and I can use them. Hello? Okay, guess he's leaving. No 3 a.m. conversation about Reddit. Yeah, that's true. That would be considered in the, like, sort of categorization of my brain, that would be considered very low priority. That would be basically as low priority to glom onto as my brain can get. I'm sorry to say. It doesn't mean that there's not, you know, meaning in it. Don't take it personally. That's just, it is what it is. What I really need to do is deal with those guys on the other... Oh, a third key. Great. There's like guys on the other side of the building there that are just standing there staring lovingly into each other's eyes in complete silence. What are you supposed to do about this situation? Why are they like this? Guys, do something. I don't think I even have any... I have a flash bomb. I suppose I could use that. I could use that. I want... okay. Alright, let's give that a try. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, that worked. That was actually... That's what the flash bombs are meant to be for. Oh! Ooh! Who saw that? Who's yelling help? Silence! I'll find you and destroy you. Alright, well, that guard seems to not be aware of the situation. 0590. Remember that, everybody. 0590. Garrett was yelling it was him. Oh, I didn't realize that. Help! Oh, shit. Uh-oh, I did mess with the wrong man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mess with you. I'm leaving. Don't worry. I'm going far away. I won't be a bother to you anymore, sir. I am not in this specific building. Everybody quiet down. Good to see you, Fenrir. Welcome here. Oh, shut it, Jess. No more admiring my wonderful laugh. Oh, this is it. Can you... Oh, you can hawk the lick on this door. I guess he gave up. Wait, who the hell is that? Uh-oh. I've got an entourage after me. By the sounds of it. That's a, you know, it's a good attempt actually for like a tabletop game. I can see that being a pretty valid strategy. Those deception checks, man, they always get you. Oh, Jess, enough. People are gonna know about our secret affair. Alright. Maybe I'll be sneakier when I climb up the stairs this time. Normal stairs. Nothing to worry about. Oh. Wait, that was just me walking. Never mind. Oh, man, they're like on the case. They're actually like super, well, I mean, he did walk into a room with multiple bodies, but aside from that, I'm surprised to see that everybody's so alert. For little old me. I don't want him to say that again, but guess I can't really stop him. I'm back here. Don't go further away. These fucking bodies are in the way. It's pile of corpses. It's a little bit further. Go on. Yes. Yes. Got him. You never know when they're going to suddenly turn around when they're in that state. That's the trade-off. Hey, thanks, Fenrir, for the $5. Before you get any ideas, nobody in the Firefall Inquisition is inconspicuous enough to pull that off, even with a 17+ deception check. I feel like I'm being subtly challenged to try it. Hey, remember when I said, remember this number? Does anybody remember this number? Hey, thanks, Kevin, from Trinidad. I think this is the first Trinidad greeting I've had. Appreciate it, man. 0590. I don't know why I was about to say 0451. You guys all suck so much. You guys suck. I'm gonna go with 0590. If it dings, it's right. It dung, so it's right. It's everybody with a shitty suggestion. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, guys. 9-5. It's not. It's 4 digits. It has to be 4 digits. You're gonna lie. You gotta make it at least 4 digits. Alrighty. Got some water arrows. We got some books. Hammerite related materials. We got some crates. Some more crates. A chest. And treasures inside. Golden hammers as big as your fist. Oh, careful, Garrett. I can't have you touching the glowing cauldron again. Damn. Alright, I guess you can't throw things in the cauldron. Come on. Uppy. There you go. Attaboy. Sick shot. No one will ever know. Sometimes these rafters have little secret things they lead to. I don't actually see a way to get up here. Unless... fucking... There you go. Alright, I don't actually think that's gonna work. Wait, I might just have the key. Not need to use the... Oh yeah, there we go. Whoop. Whoop. I gotta pee a little bit, so... I think I'm gonna pause and quickly go do that. So, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, how I missed this. All the piss talk while I'm gone. I actually don't think you can open these with lockpicks. Or keys. Oh, it's a garbage chute. Garrett belongs.
Hello?
You wash your hands with soap? I spit on them. Oh, wait, no. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
That's it. You've had it.
Garbage chute time. Alright. I am currently in the trash. Xenogears might unironically be my favorite game. I would never play it without Majuular's video. Man, multiple people are having their lives changed in big ways here by me today. And frankly, I'm shocked to hear it. I'm happy, but shocked. Alright, I can still hear panicked movement upstairs here. Alright, I think once they're done chit-chatting, they should go their separate ways. This is not a good spot. I'm basically just standing here.
What I saw. They had these mechanical faces that watched me and sent shivers down my spine.
Standard movement in your peripheral. Don't worry about it. Oh no.
Why don't you try?
It's happening. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. No, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna reload the quick save.
You look exhausted. You should get some sleep.
I remember what it was like to sleep. Boss left this morning and put me in charge of unloading and cataloging all the incoming shipments.
Alright. Maybe a frontal assault here is not the way to go. I'll just climb up the side of this here ladder. Fucking man died falling off a ladder. That's kind of humiliating for a master thief, but whatever. Damn. I tell you, it's not easy. Ladders in 90s PC games. Does any game master the art of the ladder even now? Who could say? Alright. Hopefully that guard from before has come to terms with the fact that the man he thought he saw was an illusion. It was just the wind. It was rats. And resumed his standard patrol duty. Oh, right, there's blood here. Alright, well. That might make selling him on the whole hallucination thing kind of hard. Oops. Alright. Oh! Guy down there. Fuck.
Where are you topper?
Can't tell if he's alert or not. Okay, yeah, he's alert. He's alert. Ladder safety videos. Yeah, we needed ladder training when I worked at the lumberyard as well. And also shovel training. Although I wasn't in the department to receive such a thing. But you know, just one guy hit himself in the head with a shovel, and workplace health and safety showed up and was like, I'm sorry, we need an 8-hour training course. Oh, perfect. Shovel on a ladder training. Oh. Did he just die? Did he just die? Please tell me that didn't kill him. Why did he make that noise when I dropped him? Oh, he was already unconscious. He wouldn't have made that noise normally. I can't pick him up. Oh, you know I can. No, he's unconscious. A second unconscious blow. I've never seen that in the game before. Usually they just stay quiet after the first. Check behind here. Nope. I guess I should move on to greener pastures. Keep opening garage doors for loot. Try tossing him off the catwalk? No, I've fallen for that one before. Never again. 0624. Get on the crate. Oh no. I thought I took care of that one already. Ah! I've only got one. Ah, shit. I thought that guy was unconscious. I forgot. I forgot he was still around. Oh, shit. Sometimes the trajectory. Let's see. Maybe I should have splurged on a health potion there in the beginning when I was buying things. I expected that Garrett would have access to cheese by now, but unfortunately he's been cheeseless in Seattle basically this entire level. Okay. Ding. Perfect. Why the second channel for streams? Well, okay, for one thing, I wanted to have a second channel anyway, because sometimes I have, like, small video ideas that I don't really think gel with the main channel. And this could just be my own kind of weirdness kicking in, but I like to have the main channel at this point devoted to a really kind of specific type of video that I am like shooting for. I want it to be so that if you like look through the catalog of my videos, basically every time you get a subscriber ding, I want you more or less to know what to expect in terms of like what you're getting. I want a upload on my channel to be something that you look forward to. And if I kind of like mix that up with different types of videos or like stream VODs and stuff like that, it kind of dulls that a little bit, I think. And also, I just... some people just really don't like streams and just aren't interested in them at all. And with this channel, I'm less kind of concerned about what like, the general consensus is on them. But that's all, like, based on, I don't know, just probably my own brain, some things that don't make as much sense. What's your favorite level of Thief 2? It's between Life of the Party and First City Bank and Trust. I think I would have to go with First City Bank and Trust because as a like self-contained set of challenges, I think it's designed more tightly than Life of the Party. Life of the Party is an incredibly expansive and fun level, but it's almost too ambitious. It's almost too long and too broad for what it's trying to do. First City Bank and Trust is like a level where it's huge, but it doesn't feel like it overstays its welcome. It's just a very well-designed level, and it's almost sort of like the platonic ideal for Thief levels in a way, because what could be more Thief-like than breaking into an extremely secure bank? You know? It's like the perfect synthesis of all the mansion levels that the first game did so well. Yeah, the Lost City one. I like the Lost City better in Thief 2 than Thief 1, but that does not take away from the fact that it is basically just an entirely reused level.
I hear you there. Come on out. Just wait till I find you.
Oh shit.
You don't want to mess with me.
This guy again?
Just like picking up.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't realize this guy was still skulking around. Turns out a beer and a half on an empty stomach makes you a pretty lousy thief player. Who would have thunk it? Really, Edgar? I feel like the rooms in First City Bank are like packed. I always feel like there's always some kind of like novel challenge in almost every room. It's also like, as far as like levels that make you deal with mechanized opponents, that's like the most mechanical heavy level. There's so many security cameras and robots in that one, which totally like puts you on the back foot. We're all taffers in arms. Appreciate that. And the entire idea of the bank level where you have to like drill into that vault in the basement. Like you're trying to piece together information on how to actually get into the vault. That's such a cool like idea for a level. Oakvale's out of here. Oh yeah, birthday. You're still an hour and a half out from it being your birthday here, but I'll wish you a happy birthday anyway, since I might not get the chance tomorrow. Happy birthday, Oakvale. I hope all your birthday wishes come true. And as someone who's also turning 30 in the coming year, I hope we both get through our various existential crises with little resistance. Is it your birthday today, Silvar? No, it's not. There's no way. Hello? Oh yeah, that's right. You can have like different keypads here. There we go. Nice. Thank you. And giving somebody else cheesy bread funding on your birthday? That is a truly selfless act. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Something moved there. Just rats again.
Yeah, the sound design in these games is like absolutely top notch. It's so well done. That's a crate, brother.
I see.
As long as there's nobody patrolling over here, I think we're good.
Looks like it's nothing.
Thank you, Erica Bliat, for the $5 for the emergency Garrett cheese fund. Which, by the way, We could really use some emergency Garrett cheese right now. He's at 1 health. He's been there for a long time now. If a cheese salesman who had $5 cheese wheels would roll around right now, that would be extremely helpful. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. $7732. Committing it to memory, because now I don't have to go all the way back to punch in again. Wait, no, not 3-1. Not 3-3. There we go. That's the ticket. 0451. Stop. Stop with the 0451s. The only number that won't fool me. Ooh, a parchment? Oh, shipping label. I think that's what I need. I'll have to re-look at that. But I just got several super chats. Grace Egg for the $5. This is for being my go-to cozy video man for when I'm playing Final Fantasy 11. Do people still play Final Fantasy 11? I thought that it was all like people are all about 14 now. There's still like private servers or something going. In any case, thank you very much, Grace Egg. I appreciate that, and I'm happy to be your cozy video man. Fenrir, thank you for the $5. Can this super chat be a bribe for permission to restream your stream on my stream? Call it a revenue share. You don't need to bribe me for that. I frankly don't give a damn. By all means, you can just throw it up. Don't even say anything. Call it a reaction video, and you know, then you're good to go. Hopefully, you'll make millions off of the back of my hard Thief 2 work here. Appreciate that. Thank you, brother. 6937. Don't let me forget, guys. 6937. 69 is 37. You gotta come up with little things like that, little sayings to help you remember, you know? Alright, so Thomas Stone is yours is the most effective troll out of all of them for sure. If I was gonna believe any of these, yours would be the one that I would believe the most. You gotta understand something about me. My like short-term memory, not great. I am very, very easily distracted. So when it comes to remembering numbers for like 30 seconds at a time, it often doesn't go my way. Your comfort game, PB&J's comfort food, Little Bear. Little Bear? My pissing sphere. Thank you. I think that's a great thing. Little Bear, I feel like I remember, is Little Bear like a British show that was syndicated in Canada? Because I feel like I have vague memories of Little Bear from when I was like really young. Now for a wrench for $5, I can scarcely believe it. Offering you some cheese in these trying times. Be sure to give some to Jess or she'll start frothing at the mouth. That's true. I hope Jess has had her fair share of cheese since she got home from work. But in any case, if she hasn't, I think she'll greatly appreciate your devotion to the cheese fund. Thank you very much, Naffer. Let thine arrow fly into mine crystal eye. I think I'm being signaled to shoot an arrow. Hey. The statue that's not worth that much. But I feel good for getting to the bottom of it. Find a shipping label, redirect his okay. So I gotta find Gilver's storage unit. What? No button. Oh, but I think I know how to get around this conundrum. I'm a way better shot than I thought I was. I could just fucking There we go. That's awesome. If I played this game in the year 2000 and I figured that out just then, I would probably shit my pants with excitement. That's, you know, Prey did basically the same thing with Nerf darts. Oh, I didn't know it would keep going. And everybody praised it. But let's throw some respect to the OG's way here. Okay, large empty room. Emergency doors. Okay. I think I locked myself out, guys. I made a mistake. I made a minor mistake. Look at Cat? What Cat? Gizmo's just sitting behind me on the blue screen. Hold on, I'll bring her up. Everyone will want to see. Gizmo. No. Don't run me. Beloved cat Gizmo. Don't run when I put my headphones on. She's so happy to be here. She's excited to be here, right, Giz? Oh no, she's like rejecting me thoroughly. She's fine. She always makes that noise when you touch her. Yes. Joe's just standing there creepily now. She's thinking about all of the different tools on my desk she could use to kill me. Perhaps if I fill his throat full of holes, he will choke to death. Maybe I could use that pair of scissors behind him. Perhaps I could pour water on the blue electric monkey that will short out and kill him instantly. Alright, I'll let her go. Godspeed, Giz. Thank you for being part of the show. You'll never know how much people love you. The gorilla lamp. You can tell I've been in a good mood this whole time because not once has the gorilla lamp turned any other color other than blue. Switching mood, yeah. Well, you could... Garrett died. People cried. Going down ladders in this game is a much bigger issue than going up them. They're kind of finicky. Oh, there we go. You just gotta hit them at the right angle there. You know what? You know what? I'm feeling kind of crazy right now. I'm feeling a little zany. And there's only one way to tell that that's the case, and that's by looking at the gorilla. So I gotta make that arrow shot again. Alright, note to self. Only use emergency doors in case of emergency this time. Ascend me at once. Why does the elevator go this high? Yes, could you imagine if our elevator in Toronto took us like about 6 feet higher and we had to like make a leap down to our floor every single time? What would housekeeping do? They would just kind of like roll their carts off the edge, I guess, and hope for the best. Not ideal. I wonder where this door leads. Just kidding, I'm not going out this one. But it's really weird that this entire area seems to exist for no reason other than to provide emergency exits. I feel like there must be some kind of a secret in here. It was just the most recent elevator I've been in. Cut me some slack. Keep using the lockpicks when I don't need to. I'm fully in thief mode. You know, playing this game on stream really kind of like... It's a very relaxed approach to playing Thief 2. I feel like I'd just be rushing through the objectives normally, but now I'm taking my time, bumbling through the area. A lot more relaxed. Today's appointments. Jarrett Brunel, Chris Laskowski, James Geiger. This sounds like that list of like fake American baseball players in that Japanese game. Sleeve McDyple, Bobson Dugnut, Mike Truck, Adam Ellis, new client charge discount rate. I think this is just flavor, little game flavor. Love to see it, but you know, now's not the time to be sitting around reading things. Down. Down, please. Fred Fox. That's right. That was a great bit. That was a classic AVGN bit. I think it was great as a one-off bit. You know, having it reoccurring as often as it does, it kind of like removes a little bit of the magic of it for me. But the realization that the programmer's name was Fred Fox is like genuinely a very funny bit. And yes, I'm saves cut. Oh.
Hey, hold it right.
You know, how was I supposed to know he was right for me? It's a good thing I saved scum there and then. Daryl Archideld is a very underrated name. Willie Dustis. Yeah, there's something just like not quite right about any of them. Can I request a song? DK Rap, please. Well, you didn't wait for me to say yes, first of all, when you requested a song. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun and fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Huh, DK. Donkey Kong. I don't remember Diddy's part at all. I'm gonna need like a backing track to remember. I'm sorry. This Kong's real cool. He plays the guitar. When he plays it, it's really great. He rocks and rolls all night long. Every Kong loves Diddy's dong. Huh, DK. Donkey Kong. I think it's something like that, right? I guess I needed an actual key to open up this save. You can't just crack open that safe the old-fashioned way. Hey, is the safe key? If I was tipsy, I would not be able to play the game as great as I'm playing it right now. Look at that, I just found like 100 gold worth of treasure in a safe. You think a man who wasn't sober would climb to the top of a bookshelf to try to find a safe key? Got me all wrong. What is Gizmo doing? Is she eating paper? It's the loudest noise ever. She's just sitting there like eating paper. What is that? She's eating my bag? Oh, she's literally ate a big chomp, big hole out of this construction. What even is that? Just a standard paper bag, I guess. And she took your blanket. She doesn't have legs to do that. It's funny because our house is covered in paper, but just now, for some reason,
Germ is the man
like,
that makes those magic.
it's Friday
lenses.
night. I'm just gonna eat paper
Probably
now.
some
Why not?
valuable
Why not
lenses in
earlier?
here.
Why not any other time? No, that's. Maybe she is hungry. Maybe this is a symbol. Or maybe she's like, her body is signaling to her that she needs a higher fiber diet than we're giving her. I don't believe in doors. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Lamps, oil, JPEG artifacts on text. For some reason, I thought that these glasses were like an objective, but that might be a different level. Cutting loose on Friday night. That's exactly it. You know, it's not every day I stream. In fact, it's not even every month I stream. So I figured, you know, let's have some IPAs while we're here. All right, I may have had just the right amount of IPAs to not properly. I have been in this one already. 0266. I was already in there. I was already in there, right? Yeah, that's. I was singing the DK rap in that garage, so.
I hear Captain Davidson came in.
Oh, you were talking about Giz.
I hope that dirty smuggler brought us some spice.
I mean,
there's none to be found
me and Giz
anywhere
are simpatico,
within
so
this city anymore.
whatever you have to say about her, you're saying about me, really.
I used to grow my own spice, as well as fruits and vegetables, but all my crops died months ago.
I love Stephen Russell's civilian voice.
as
It's
if
so
all
funny.
the plant life in the city up and died.
Like,
Have you noticed that all
Sound
the
like
trees
as
in
big a
Eastport are
dork as
wilted
you
and dead?
possibly can.
Davidson was smuggling trees now.
And it's still abundantly clear that that's Garrett's voice actor. Like, it doesn't do a good job of disguising him at all. He's got too distinctive a voice. Cheers, Kevin. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to see the response to that Saturn video. Not expected that much attention, but I'm happy to see it.
Money better be tattering around down here. Not as exciting as I thought.
This shadow looked darker from over there. I remember Simpatico. Absolutely. The Bell Internet Simpatico, that is, in reference to what Silvar's saying. I don't know if I'm ready to move on to that zone yet. Because I still need to go to Gilver. Man, I lived in the country, so when you talk about bad internet, we're probably working on different, like, paradigms. Let me put it this way. When I wanted to pirate a movie when I was, like, 14, if there was a 700 megabyte cam rip available on the Pirate Bay, I would have to usually wait until the next day. Like, it wouldn't be something I could download over the course of a day. It'd be like, okay, I'm gonna watch a movie on Saturday, so I'm gonna start downloading the 700 megabytes with 300 seaters today. It was bad. When I moved to the city for the first time, it took months for the shock of how fast internet can be to wear off. I remember downloading Dragon Age Origins, like a torrent, and I took like 4 days. Hypothetically speaking. In Minecraft, is that what the kids say? In Terraria? Yeah, that's true. Well, my family didn't have internet when everyone else had dial-up, to be fair. So you're right, we didn't have bad internet, we just didn't have internet until, like, whatever, the early 2000s. My cousin had dial-up, and I went to his house to print off a Chrono Cross strategy guide so I could get the good ending. I think you need like a gear-shaped key to use that. If thou wouldst unlock this kind of door, thou wilt needst use the appropriate gear. Insert thou the correct gear. Yeah, okay. Alright, I gotta find a gear. I was reading a review of Ultima 6 the other day from Computer Gaming World, and they, like, docked points because the game uses Old English, which I felt was kind of unfair. 6013. Your family had dial-up till 2014? Okay, well, I'm in the company of people who I really can't be complaining in front of then. When we first got internet, it was like... We were just out of the range of... Like, the only internet that would have been available to us was from Bell, or I guess MTS at the time. Which is gonna be just gibberish to anybody who doesn't live in Manitoba. So they were like, sorry, you're like 6 feet out of our range, but here's like a list of rural internet providers you can use instead. And rural internet providers are just the worst. They are so... Like, not only is the speeds are bad and everything, which you can chalk up to, whatever, not having great infrastructure available or whatever. I'm not gonna pretend I know the ins and outs of, like, internet providership. But the fact of the matter is, rural providers know that you're up shit creek. You only have them. There is no competition. So if they don't want to answer your calls or address your concerns or respond to your emails for 8 weeks, tough shit. What are you gonna do? It's like take it or leave it, man. There's no competition. There's nobody else you can turn to. So rural providers just, in my experience, are just like universally awful. Mind you, it's been many years, so I don't know. Maybe it's better now, but... ExploreNet. Oh, it's funny you mentioned ExploreNet, because that is one of the rural providers that I am referencing right now. ExploreNet. There was also one called Rainy Day. There was like, we had like a list of these providers that every time a new rural provider rolled up, we were like, oh, thank God, an opportunity to like shift gears. And then it was the same shit every time. Every single time. It was just so bad. And then I would go to like my friend's house, you know, in town, and they had like Rogers internet. And it was like, oh, you want to watch a YouTube video? Oh yeah, sure. Just puts it on. He doesn't have to sit there and let it buffer for, you know, half an hour before he watches it. He doesn't have to change Newgrounds quality settings to low, which most people didn't even know was a thing that you could do. You can just watch it. Alright, more... We need another key. And it was also the real worst thing about like rural internet is the fact that it would just go down. Every second day the internet was down. It's 5 p.m, home from school, you're ready to watch something. Internet's down. It's down all night. It's not going to get better. You wait for it. You call them, they say, oh yeah, we'll look into it. You're not going to get called back. It's over. Big Joe tip. Joe Lonegram, $10. Thank you very much, Big Joe. Can't say watch stream, but here, Big Joe tip. Love the Saturn RPG video. Cheers. Thank you very much, Big Joe. Sorry you can't stick around. It has been a while. It's been a while since we've been graced by the presence of Big Joe, but I really appreciate that, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. That spider's just taken off. Get back here. Alright, that spider's out. He's going to get help from the guards. I don't think that there's much I can do about that. Spiders are by far the most annoying enemy that Looking Glass Studios has ever created in a game. They're so hard to hit, and it's so easy for them to hit you. They have like one of those hitboxes where it's not really what you think it is by looking at them. So why is there two elevators? Did I establish why there's two elevators? Oh, they lead to different places. That's fun. Spider room. Oh, I think there's a backstory to why this whole area is filled with spiders. I think there is an amusing backstory. Oh, Deer Lake. 13 more of those and I might have another square of health back. Hey! What the hell are you doing up there? Yeah, that's what I thought. This room, I guess, is just kind of here for whatever reason. Hey, cheers, Parallax. Thank you very much for the $10. I hit the Haven. So on stream, I worked on AC Mirage. Have a good night. Oh, you have a good night, too. I'm glad we could get you through that. Get you through the Mirage. Is that the newest Assassin's Creed? It's like that we're going back to our roots one. In any case, thank you very much. Oh. Okay. Guess that's what the button does. Oh. Garrett. Please. I love the vaulting mechanic. It doesn't always work as anticipated. This is a save scum moment, certified. Oh, I guess it opened all of these, hey? I guess I really don't need to be shooting for them. Sure. Maybe I am tipsy. Code Machine. Thank you very much for the $5. Thanks for representing the Ottawa area. I'm glad to hear that accent as I live in the city now. Coast Ends. Well, you know, I'm actually from Manitoba, but I did grow up watching a lot of Tom Green, so I could have an Ottawan accent by osmosis. In any case, you're welcome. I'm happy to rep them, even though I'm not. Oh shit. For what purpose? For what purpose does this room exist? Oh, just to leave. Just to leave that little spider zone, I guess. East Coasters, like Tricky sound messed. You know, don't say they sound messed. There might be an East Coaster in chat, you can't say that. There's a distinctive kind of East Coastness, though. And if you want to figure it out, ask them to say, hop in the car. If you hear the words, hop in the car, then you're talking to someone from Newfoundland and Labrador. Alright, I think I've been pretty thorough here. The Gilver must be in this next building. That or I totally skipped over it, but perhaps the map will help? Nope. Oh, actually, yes. Oh, I did skip over it? I did skip over it. I did. Okay. Trying to figure out. Okay, let me see what this is, then I can kind of get my bearings. This is... Oh, this is what? This one's Gilver? 7933. Did I just, like, walk past this without even, like, trying to open it already? 7933. Alright. Gilver's here. You know, Ottawa, Kansas might be more relevant. For being the capital of Canada, the city of Ottawa is scarcely brought up in conversation even among Canadians. I think it's a pretty small city, honestly. Okay, no nuggets back here. This looks suspicious. Hey, there you go. Always slash the banners. You never know what's going to be behind them. Journal entry number 4,279. Damn. This guy's got a lot of thoughts to reflect on. Every business plan that I devise with Bramrick seems flawless, but in practice they... What's funny about that name? There could be a Newfoundlander named Bramrick in chat right now, Jess. That's unsubscribing right now. Last month's overseas export to Governor Horridge was supposed to make us rich, but the ship never made it to its destination. I suspect piracy. I had to take out a loan just to cover last month's losses. Hoping to have this reshipment to the governor out the door 2 days ago, but my workers seem to have a hard time toting the barge and lifting that bale when I really... More of a run-on sentence than I was expecting. I would fire them all in a second, but I wouldn't be able to find anyone to work for what little I can afford to pay. Oh, I thought that was the end of the... Why did he leave this whole page blank? Just finalized the governor's shipment, and I had my secretary run over to Bramrick's office to grab the shipping label so that it can be attached to the outgoing crate. Going over to the crippled Burrick for a drink. It's back here for more paperwork. Why? What kind of a man would write that? Why would that... It's just this thought vomit. What do you expect? Are you gonna look back on that 30 years from now and be like, man, I'm so glad I jotted these thoughts down. Oh, nobody who keeps a journal is that way about it. Oh, man. This warehouse looks pretty big, so I'm gonna leave for 45 seconds for non-P related reasons. I'm on an empty stomach, okay? All right, I'm back from unrelated reasons. Can we take... Oh! Many plates. You know, that's something that I feel like my generation onward will never be able to relate to, is the concept of wanting to own a China collection, like a just fine China. China that sits in a display cupboard and gets used once every 4 years. That is something that I believe will be lost with the boomers. Exactly. It's not even like pragmatic. Oh, what objective? Oh, it's just probably the loot. Yeah, 850 loot. Nice. Well, I got that one done nice and early. And it's one of those things where I feel like a lot of like older people now are like, you know, as they they're trying to get rid of a lot of their stuff, or they're like moving into condos or retirement homes or whatever. They're like saying to their children, it's like, hey, do you want my China collection? I want to like pass it down to you. But it's like, no, not really. What am I gonna do? It's gonna just gonna have China just in the fucking living room? Oh, I've got you know, Night of the Living Dead Criterion collection to display. I don't want China. Oh, I straight up was here for a reason, and I just walked away from that reason. I need to put the shipping label on a specific crate that might actually be on the lower level. Beautiful porcelain. It's not that I don't appreciate the thought. There we go. It's just that it's just like not really, I don't know. It's not in my most people's zone of interest, I think. I need 5 bags of spice. Where do you find spice? What's a man to do? But I assume that's going to be in the second warehouse because I haven't been there yet, and the game wouldn't just have an entire second warehouse that doesn't have like a reason to go in it. Anime figurines. Like, that's true. Yeah, I've got limited edition $800 to $1,000 Evangelion figures to display. My Figmas. I mean, what's the point of spending that much money on them if you're not gonna like show them off? That kind of is. It could be that, you know, 50 years from now, our children and grandchildren will look at our Ava figurine collections with like the same level of confusion that we are looking at China collections with. Maybe. Why did you buy 4 different Blade Runner director's cuts? I don't know. I just wanted to look at it. It's just I have them there. It's a really nice one. It came with a little booklet full of concept art. Pony figures. I mean, that's going to be a conversation that somebody's going to have. Alright, there's a lot of traffic going on in this area. I bet you the spice is on that ship. RPG book collection? You know, at the very least, there is a practical case to be made for an RPG book collection. And I'm saying this as somebody who has a bunch of useless shit. So, it's not a holier than thou thing, but it is, I don't know. Who knows? You know? DSP Gaming's ancestors are gonna wonder why he bought all of, like, the Bulletstorm Collector's Edition. You know, he played the game once, probably in 2011, and just had a figurine of Steve Bloom's character just sitting on the shelf.
What?
Oh shit. Oh, these guys suck. Not very perceptive. Passing on a copy of well, that's like a treasure. That's like it belongs in a museum style stuff. So there's like, you know, there's reasons for that. This guard, like, I swear there was 3 people closely following me for the last hour. Jethro Tull box set, also a very compelling case to be made for the usefulness of such a thing. Call of Duty Black Ops Steelbook. That I literally, okay, so I bought the Final Fantasy 16 collector's edition when it came out, because I wanted the physical version, because I always try to buy my games physical. So I was at GameStop for the first time in years. There's like a local game store I usually buy things from, but it just so happened that it was closed that day. So I went to GameStop. I bought this collector's edition, which cost like $50 more, Canadian dollars, more than the base version. And what you get is like a steelbook case and like a kind of a crappy, like waxy cardboard, slightly larger box to store it in. And I was like driving home and I looked over at this thing in the passenger seat and I just like asked myself, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you do this? It was the worst thing ever. It's the worst collector's edition ever. It's such a piece of crap. And I didn't even think twice. I was like, yeah, sure, collector's edition, why not? But it's there, and I look at it, I don't really feel much about it, other than kind of like a deep sense of shame when I look at it. It's a... They got me. I don't know what to say. Not proud of it. Oh! Jess, you're the only thing in this entire house where I don't feel that way when I look at it. That includes our cats. But yeah, it was just a really lousy, low-effort collector's edition. And that I'm, like, none of the things in it really enthuse me all that much. But I just went in, I guess, with this, like, kind of consumer mindset, and I paid the price for that. You gotta be careful of that. It happens to the best of us. I think this warehouse might have a different key. Oh, one of my favorite stealth games. Ooh, good question. Like purely stealth, or stealth as a major component? Definitely the Thief games are up there. The Metal Gear Solid series, obviously. I've got like a new kind of appreciation for those games, actually, after replaying them over the past year or two. They hit different. I felt elitist about Metal Gear Solid for a while. I felt kind of bitter that it overshadowed Thief so much, but like over time I've come to appreciate it's kind of like a unique take on stealth, especially that first game. And there's some just like fun games. Trying to think, I played quite a few stealth games, but I can't really pull too many out of thin air. Elex. Skyrim Stealth Archer? I hardly think that counts. The idea of remake Thief with the Metal Gear Solid 5 engine? Are we talking about like a third-person game? Because that kind of spoils Thief. You would need to familiarize yourself with the MGS5 engine, the Fox engine, enough to be able to make it work in first person. which is a task I would imagine even Koji Pro would have some hard times with. I'm at a deficit. Oh. Didn't expect that key to work. Oh yeah, the Styx games. I've been meaning to play those. I had been recommended the first one a lot, but I didn't hear too much about the second one after it released. Kind of be quiet. Sneaking. Oh yeah, the Hitman games. Obviously, like I didn't even think about those as stealth, but it certainly is a brand of stealth. And I haven't really played any of the older Hitman games other than whichever one of the first levels is in Russia. I played that one for a while and I wasn't very good at it. But like the modern Hitman trilogy reboot is I played those ones a lot. Those are some really fun games. Yeah, Chaos Theory. That's the one that people say is like the best Splinter Cell. I definitely got to add that one to my list. I feel like I need to get in here to get that treasure chest, but I most certainly don't have the right key. Maybe I can get up here. Blind box. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. I need a second box. Was it maybe it's Hitman Contracts. I didn't think I started with that one. Because even back in the day, I remember hearing a lot of people say that Hitman Contracts is one of those games that's sort of like the subversive, weird sequel that kind of like screws with the formula of the other games. It's like a weird version of those games. But Blood Money is the classic Hitman game that I regularly hear like recommended. It's just like a solid stealth game. Some of those are stealth games are tough even when you do have the technology to do something with them. And a lot of those early stealth games are really kind of rough around the edges as far as like enemy AI and stuff like that. I don't know if the Deus Ex games would be considered stealth adjacent maybe. Those are all games that I have played many times. First one especially, but I really even like Human Revolution and Mankind Divided, even though it's not finished.
Stand forth and be recognized.
No.
Third time this shift. I gotta calm down.
Garrett's getting confident. Oh, see you later, Vimbert. Thanks for stopping by, man. Oh, that's probably a way down. But maybe I should clear out this building first. See if I can find the spice. Yeah, a lot of people had a big... I mean, the big problem with Mankind Divided is that it was sabotaged by Square Enix. But, like, fundamentally... the bones of the game are very, very good. It's a great follow-up to Human Revolution, and like fun game, some really awesome level design. No, I enjoyed those games a lot. Smuggling. Oh, this is the spice. Hide the spice in. Oh, usual location. Take your payment. Okay, maybe it's not the spice. Instrument. Okay. Well. We can certainly assume that the spice is... You know, all the lack of spice is really making me mad. Really upsetting me right now. Oh, I do have the key. Okay, so that's not Spice, but Spice is being hidden. All that. You know, after unlocking that, I'm feeling not great, but I'm on my way to feeling good again. That's right, don't just get upset. Many notes. Manifest. Unless the word Spice is on this list, I gotta tell you, I simply don't care. Open? Alright, that didn't work. Might be a second entrance out here, though. Would you look at that? That's an evil robot monster. Not for me, thanks. Oh. You know, you gotta give it to Garrett. He has been surviving over the last, like, hour or two with, like a sliver of health left. He's barely alive right now. He's been performing very, very well. Okay, I'm pretty confident there's nothing up here. Could you play this in VR? I don't know if anyone's made a VR mod for Thief or Thief 2, but I will tell you that I have never been tempted to own a VR headset, but if someone were to make like a really functional VR mod for some of these old Looking Glass games, I would have to start considering it. There is a VR mod for Thief? Really? Maybe we should sell Jess's car, and we could easily afford a VR headset. We'd even have some leftover money for the Cheesy Bread Fund. It would be a win-win. Okay, I feel like there must be like a control panel somewhere in this building. Is there another? Yeah, there's another floor yet. All right, I'll go take a peek up there. Nice headset for the whip. Yeah, exactly. No more monthly insurance payments. That's gotta be something. Uh-oh. Okay, so I generally don't get a chance to use it, so I'm gonna try the scouting orb. Alright, it's kind of upside down right now, so it's not... Oh, there I am. That's me. There's the camera. So you can really... You can see that I'm looking at the camera. I don't think that helped much, but it was cool that I could use it. The camera, as long as you're in pitch black, I think the camera is pretty much helpless. You know, Sabath, I won't speak for the viewer, but I feel like it's been a pretty damn good stream. I think we've been having some fun. I've been having some fun. Oh, shit. Man. Didn't expect a guard. Mid. Traitor. I feel like there's gotta be a secret. Aha! What is she doing? That's the loudest punching I've ever heard a cat do. Gonzalez. Wait, this man not feeding Garrett. Yeah, it would be a lot funner if I could find cheese. Cheese? Oh no, it's just berries. Go home, everybody. It's apple. Oh, my bones hurt. Maybe if I eat 4 apples, I'll feel better. Hey, look at that. He's better than ever. He's got 2 full hit points now. Attaboy, Garrett. Berries and cream. That would be the sexiest food for Garrett to eat ever. There's no way they'd put that in the game. I think there's a way to disable these. Oh, you know what? I think it might be fire arrows, which the game has not deigned to introduce yet. And it appears as though there is no, like, control panel, at least not that I've seen here. I'm gonna go smash out that window from earlier. Berries and cream. I feel like if you polled a list of people and asked, like, what they consider to be, like, the 5 sexiest foods, I feel like berries and cream would probably be in the list for, like, most people. Silvar voting for poutine. Yeah, the fire arrows do make a very loud stock explosion effect when you use them. Oh man, there goes the apple health. Oh shit. I'm not saying that foods are sexy, but some foods are sexier than others at the very least. Found secret. What was this? Oh, it was a rope arrow. Okay, that could come in handy. The Oblivion streams. I wiped all the stream VODs from my channel, which is another reason that I made the second channel. Is I don't know if there's any truth to it, and I think it's insane that the average person on YouTube even has to think about such a thing. But I have heard tell that having stream VODs on your channel can affect whether or not YouTube decides to show your videos to people, which I need people to see my videos for me to be able to afford my berries and cream. So I ended up just unlisting those. Those videos still exist. I just don't have them listed. If you I may re-upload some of those videos to this channel, the second channel, but if you want specific VODs, either DM me on Twitter if you're on Twitter. On YouTube, if you go to my, like, About tab, it should let you, like, click on the thing to show my email. You might have to, like, solve a CAPTCHA, though. So I hope you're not a robot or you won't be able to find me. But anyway, if either, like, send me an email or something like that, and I will personally send you the links to those Oblivion VODs. Lasagna was a food that I specifically homemade to try to impress Jess. I don't know if it worked, but yeah, Kingdom Come. All the VODs are still, like, available on my channel. I just unlisted them, and a lot of those VODs, like the Majora's Mask ones, for instance, like I got copyright struck from a bunch of channels that had nothing to do with Nintendo, and I was trying to, like, fight that because I didn't like putting ads on those VODs and stuff like that, and it just, like, seemed like it never ended. So it was just easier for me to unlist them because, like, the number of people who actually cared to watch them was so low. But yeah, like I said, anybody watching this who's interested in the VODs, you know, just whatever. Send me a message in whatever like way you can. Tweet at me or DM me if you can on Twitter. Email me. I'll send you a link. Until I can find a more like permanent way to get those up. I tried challenging them. Some of them it did work, some of them it didn't. And the thing about YouTube is that even though many of the copyright takedowns or whatever is below a strike, even though they were just, and even though it was totally I was in the right for doing them, it didn't pan out, and there is no resource available to you on YouTube to try to fight that. So you basically have to accept the fact that it's not fair, and that's the end of it. So that's kind of how it is. I got to the point where when I got copyright stuff on those VODs, I was like, fuck it, whatever. I don't know who this like shitty black metal band is claiming my like Ocarina of Time VODs, but like I just don't have the energy to go back and forth 3 times and talk to a YouTube automated bot who will end up siding with the striker as opposed to me for no real reason. It's discouraging. Oh yeah, I'm all about ricotta. When I see lasagna with cottage cheese, I'm out of there. You look over where I was, there's a puff of like a smoke on the ground, like a dust cloud. I ran so fast away. Ricotta, I don't care how accurate it is to like authentic Italian cuisine. And frankly, the more I hear Italians talk about lasagna, the more I want to defy their traditional desires just for the sake of spiting them. But like ricotta is the best. I love ricotta cheese so much. When I watch Vincenzo's Plate on YouTube and I hear him talk about Italian food, I'm like, you know, we got to do something about this Italian food. I need to overwrite it. I need to destroy their culinary tradition. No, I'm just kidding. I get certain Italians' obsession with preserving tradition, but like this like weird kind of rivalry with American Italian food, I find it very odd because like there's some American Italian food that's awesome.
That looks like Captain Davidson's cargo ship. He's a shady guy. He's smuggling and piracy.
Oh, hello and goodbye, Jim Bob. Good to see you there. Oh yeah, I would never dispute that, which is why, like, if you live in a Canadian city that is not Toronto, because Toronto just gets everything. When Firehouse Subs, for example, which is a pretty normal, like, American chain. It's probably in some states and not in others, but either way, it's fine. When that came to Winnipeg, there was, like, stories in the paper about it. It was, like, such a big deal. When like, there's, like, a Cinnabon or, like, a Papa John's or some American chain that, like, pops up, it's like such a big deal. So anytime you hear a Canadian kind of like wax superior on like American, especially American cuisine, because Canada really has nothing to offer there that America doesn't, you know, don't listen to us. We're talking out of our ass. It might be mid, it might be overrated, but here's the thing. In Canada, there is no alternative to Subway. So we like parasitically need all of these American chains to come here so that we at least have, you know, something else. That's just how it is. If a Krispy Kreme showed up in, like, Winnipeg, I would expect to see it on, CBC the next day. Every non-Toronto city looks like a trailer park. Man, we're not doing a very good job. We have a Krispy Kreme? We do? Is it on CBC? Is that true? Yeah, poutine and tourtière are definitely nice Canadian things. Oh shit, I didn't knock that guy out yet in this quick save. Oh no, he's awake and active. Well, you know, I do have 2 whole flash bombs left. I don't know, man. I haven't seen any Krispy Kremes around. I was trusting Jess here. You know what makes me, I am Canadian, and you know what makes me hate Canadians, Silvar? You know what makes me hate Canadians with every fiber of my being? Is when some ass corrects me and says, "You don't say it poutine, it's pronounced poutine." That makes me want to be annexed. Okay, so if that's what you're talking about in chat, silence immediately. He's salty, too much alcohol. No, I'm always like this. That's Tutus. We went on a road trip just like a couple weeks ago, and we were right on the Quebec border, and we were there, and I was like, there's a weird tension now. I feel like upset. I don't know what's going on. It's like a clairvoyance that a plane is going to crash or something, but we were just in our car. And then the minute we went back into Ontario, it's like the feeling of terror was gone. I don't know. It is what it is. No, I say pasta. I say pasta. I don't say pasta. Now you're actually trying to besmirch my character live and in front of people. Poot scoot boogie. Okay, fine. You know, I don't want to be annexed anyway. You guys keep to yourselves. Leave us alone. Got the nice. Man, imagine being the pirate who gets this cabin. This is awesome. R, move the giant crate beside me wooden bed. Move the medium crate beside me giant bed and put the golden candlestick on top of it. You better hide something behind these here banners. Oh shit, they actually need stuff in here. Do I have the key? Put the giant crate beside me tiny bit so it looks even smaller. Yeah, this is a $3,500 a month apartment in Vancouver, this right here, so enjoy it while you can. Found secret. Did I get the spice? What did I get? Why did it give me the objective complete sound effect? That's weird. If I don't find that spice soon, I think I'm gonna become a spicy guy more than I already am, as you can see by the color of my gorilla here. Is this just full of spiders? Oh no, it's just a guy's body. That's normal. I'm not too worried about that. Why is there 800 tiny crates? I feel like... Why is there spider noises? I feel like there's something going on in this room. What if the spice is just paprika? Well, that would be the best case scenario because paprika is the best thing in the entire world, so that wouldn't be an issue. Matter of fact, during Thief 2 times, I bet you that was a highly sought after, rare commodity. I honestly, without any like culinary understanding of what I'm doing, I put smoked paprika on like everything. No, no, spiders. This is actually what it looks like before I go to bed if I see a spider. This is what it looks like, me firing arrows that get stopped by an invisible wall. Jess, hurry, help. There's a spider by the bed. If it touches me, Garrett will die. Oh, shit. Okay. No, well, the way you do it, you're so like you're so ginger with the spiders, but spiders move so fast when they're prepared for danger. Oh shit! This is what it looked like actually when that spider was on the desk. This is exactly what it looked like. I jumped up on the nearest giant crate to get away from it. You know, why is this fair? I'm way taller than you. Why am I scared of you? Maybe it's a good thing I invested. Why did he go into the warehouse? He's got big plans. I'm kind of nervous about... Oh, shit. Go away. Wait. Oh, it did go away. Every time the spider is not on screen, I think to myself, where's the spider? Get back here, you son of a bitch. No, I haven't thought about that, Dread, as a matter of fact. You know, it's a phobia, okay? I hate spiders, I'm scared of them. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this guy. I don't really think he's got much to do here. Hey, thanks for the $5, Brad. Appreciate that. Recently discovered your channel and have been really enjoying your videos. Thanks for the awesome content. Pleasure is all mine. And I mean every word of that. Thank you very much. Alright, so I started with 30 arrows, and I believe I used about 22 of them, let's say, to try and kill that spider. Where have I not been yet? Where's the spice? Oh, rare artifact bay. I've been there. Actually, mechanist packaging bay sounds sounds promising because they said something to do with like mechanists hiding spice in their usual place or something like that. Which means it's either somewhere in this crate maze that I haven't seen it yet, or it is in one of these areas, which I hopefully will be able to get to on the floors above. Spiders, yeah, I've always been, little spiders don't bother me at all, but like anytime there's like a spider where like the ass is big, like it's got a big egg sac or something, big spiders freak me out. And I mean, that would be like a more rational fear if I lived near brown recluses like you. The loudest warehouse ever. Okay. One garage door up. Where is this spice? Anybody have the skinny on the spice here? spice jonesing monster. Any insect with an S fatter than mine is scary. Yes, yeah, exactly. At that point, it becomes like a Lovecraftian monster to my mind. And the problem with spiders, too, is just how unpredictable they are when they move around. Scared of the dump? Yeah, I am scared of the dump truck. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm a little. So this is literally, it's just an elevator. It doesn't really... I want to get into door number 2 here. Packaging bay sounds right. Giant oh, there's 3 bags of spice in the crates in the warehouse. I didn't realize that they were all separated, but I guess that makes sense. I guess there's no way to tell. I imagine I haven't picked any spice up yet. I've certainly been to some of these areas already, but I'm gonna have to retrace my steps. I can't leave Garrett unspiced before I'm done for the day. I'm having spice-related problems. Could the spice be on top of these crates? No, it's definitely not that. Yeah, no spice over there. Oh, but what about this? See, I do have a single rope arrow. So I made a cheeky little quick save in case I just wasted my precious rope arrow here. Yeah, this doesn't help really by the looks of it. Oh, maybe. Please work. Oh. Get up there. Invisibility potion. Okay, well this might be, I don't know, I might be collecting spice. I can't really tell. If it's considered like a valuable. I guess they're all like mixed up in here. Okay. All right. It's been a rough day for Garrett. He's been looking for some cheese wheels and nobody has indulged him this entire time. Is it? Oh, I guess I was on top of the crate. Okay. Yeah, so what I just picked up was, in fact, a spice bag. Oh, can I get this rope arrow back without dying? Matter of fact, you can. Blood curdle. Yeah, that's true. This game does have a Kingsfield-esque death scream, now that you mention it. Alright, I'm gonna try dropping out of a broken window here. It looked like there was one that was possibly reachable. Yeah, the Kingsfield death screams are like... That is a man who truly is dying. You can really suspend your disbelief with those. Oh, I've already been on top of this one. Evidently. Okay. Wrong. Wrong. I'm save scumming at this point just to get this damn spice. I don't remember having this much trouble hunting for the spice. Also, Area 4, I gotta find a way in there. This is the one I've already opened before. So, no point in dropping down there. Local pro gamer save scums. Millions baffled. Millions furious. I'm not proud of what I've done. Ooh. I think this is a new one. Okay, little urn there. Another differently shaped urn. Some maps. Actually, there's a lot of goods in here. Please work. Yay. Did you get a spice on the ship? I was pretty thorough in checking the ship, I think, so I must have gotten that spice. Is it in one of the two chests that's behind the banners in, like, the captain's room or whatever? Because if so, I definitely did get that. This room doesn't look super helpful. Found me the most sharpie way, ridding meself. Blade in the side, Officer Morgan. Alright. Spice. Look, I didn't force you to drink the urn brew. Nobody told you you had to drink the urn brew, you just did. I remembered them tasting better than they did. Alright, I'll double check the ship. I mean, at this point, I might as well. Spent enough time in shipping and receiving. At least it's a peaceful night and every single guard on the premises has been knocked unconscious. That makes me feel much more relaxed. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Oh, it's close. Go away. I am the expert. I will destroy all spiders. Alright, let's see. Is there a spice barrel that I overlooked? Well, there's this dead guy's in here. I don't think is the spice zone. Oh! Wait, when you say spider-infested box... Okay, yeah. Right. Never mind. I got excited for no real reason. I think if I've killed every spider on the ship, I would imagine that I grabbed the spice from their crates as well. Oh! Oh, yes! Spider-infested crate! That's what I'm talking about. Edgar Clot, MVP. You saved Garrett and saved the day. And at last, we can return to the spot from whence we came and be done with it. At which point, I'm probably gonna call it a stream. Spider-infested spice? No problem. This is a pre-spice regulation world that we're living in here. Now it's just a strangely leisurely walk back past all the unconscious bodies of our enemies. Don't kiss Gizmo on the mouth. Don't kiss her. No, no, no. That's all kinds of disease. Put the town to sleep. Yeah, when everybody wakes up, this is gonna be like a really weird conversation they're gonna have. Toxoplasmosis. Oh no. That means I'm gonna get it too. Alright, well, you know, it's still a great level, even though I am clearly not adept at navigating through it yet. Mission complete. We did it. I'll ready myself for the next mission, and then say goodnight.
Last night, an unusual opportunity knocked on my door. Naturally, I was a little suspicious, but my visitor said the job was too sensitive to go through the usual channels. He claimed that an old contact of mine told him where to find me. I was about to ask him who our mutual friend was when he managed to distract me. The job is to break into Shoalsgate Station, headquarters of the City Watch, and quietly frame a certain Lieutenant Hagen for robbing the evidence vault. Hagen is Sheriff Truart's #2 man, and has no doubt made life
this is such a great level too.
He shouldn't have. My
one of my favorite
soundtrack employer has given me all the information I need to pull this off.
Tracks would have been the better word. Soundtrack tracks in the entire game.
All I have to do is choose a way in, plan my route, and get back out without alerting the bulls. I realize that breaking into Shoalsgate is like looking down a Burrick's mouth with a lit match. But it would pay me enough to lay low for a while, and it doesn't hurt to be giving the police some dirty laundry to deal with either. Besides, with my luck, if I don't take this job, I could end up in there anyway.
Ooh, alarm mechanism. Don't let them set off the alarm. Frame won't stick if the City Watch suspects you were involved. Don't knock out or kill anyone. This is the ghost level. Go to Lieutenant Hagen's office, grab a personal item of his. Drop the personal item in the vault, steal the strongbox, and leave the station. You're like breaking into a police station and framing somebody without them ever knowing that anybody at all was ever involved. Which is a very cool setup. 2 rope arrows. Do I really need a third? Moss arrows are always pressing, especially in this level. Especially when you're ghosting, moss arrows are like hyper important. Scouting or... may come in handy, I'm not sure. Stock up on water arrows. Slow fall potion. Alright, yeah, actually, I probably should have used one of these on the last mission. Like, Garrett wouldn't be so fucking busted up by the time he left the level. Got the station being covered in moss. It's true. That's a normal thing, though. That always happens in the station. And the walls will ooze green slime. Well, they always do that. Alright, save here. Framed. That way we're ready to go for next time. God willing, next time will not be as long a time from now as this time was from the previous time. So, that said, cheers. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming by. I was happy to see you again. And thanks to those who donated as well. I really appreciate that. Yeah, unexpectedly high turnout for a second channel, but I mean, I'm glad that people are interested in it. I'm definitely down to keep playing Thief 2 if everybody's down to keep watching. I will come again, perhaps next weekend. We'll see how it unfurls. Gotta get that Ultima 6 video rolling. Gotta get it out. So, anyway, that permitting, we will see you again soon, everybody. Have a great weekend.